All right, what is good, everybody? We are live here in the New York session, and I actually marked up some pairs last night. So what we're going to do is we're going to go and look at those first. If you guys don't have a pen and paper, definitely grab that right now as we're talking. First though, we're going to jump right into it, get right over to the news and check out kind of what's going on. And then we're going to go and check out those markups that I had marked up previously from yesterday. We're going to check those out first. I was actually previously looking at some of them, and some of them are looking good. So I'm going to kind of quickly go over the news because I want to get to the charts. So we're going to go to Forex Factory, forexfactory.com/calendar. If you guys do not have your time zone set, make sure to set your time zone so that these are correct. And then make sure to set the T to red folders and gray folders. Gray folders are bank holidays and times that they are closed. And then you have the red folders, which is what drastically moves the market. Now, let's see where we're at. We're on Thursday, March 14th. We still have another Brexit vote on Parliament. I would stay far away from that. I'm going to, you guys can do what you want. And then you also have a monetary policy statement on the JPY pairs. So I would stay away from that as well. So JPY and GBP are out of the question for me this morning. So anything with those pairs are not going to work for me. So I'm just going to write GBP and JPY. And by the way, guys, tentative means that they don't know when they're going to vote. It is kind of an all-day thing, and I would stay away from it, especially with Brexit and all that kind of good stuff. If you guys trade news, then be my guest, but I'm not going to just because there's no actual time here. Typically, there's a time, and then you know exactly when the news drops. So with that being said, guys, I'm going to jump right over to my Facebook where I had all these links for the markups. And we're going to go right into them. I do want to go and look and see what is going on in the markets. Euro NZD looks like that's taken off to the moon. Broken retest over this level. I'd like to see it come and return down to this level. I probably will set an alert on this actually at this quarter level 165505. But it did. It broke and retest perfectly. And if you guys notice that this wick back here is actually the same length as this wick back here where we had these drops. And what you had was it broke over this quarter level, and the liquidity of the market made this continue to rise. I wrote a note about this last night, and it broke through that next ceiling, creating a floor. Okay, so that's that. If you guys were trading London, I hope you guys caught that. That was definitely a solid markup. All right, let's see. USD CHF or USHF. Let's go and check this out. I do want to get to, there was one pair that I was looking at that looked very nice. USHF, let's see. So I'm going to look at that pair in a minute. I do kind of like how it's broken below and then retested perfectly at this quarter level. We do have the 1618, so we could see it come down to the 2618 level today, or down to this previous fork level. It'll probably stall out at that point. I would have take profits around there. But let me go and look at it first before we get into any pairs. Let me just quickly do not disturb. There we go. All right. Let's go back to Facebook. We're going to go, what was that? USHF. So this is AJ, JPY. Again, the JPY pairs with the Parliament is not looking so hot. I'm probably going to stay away from this. and brings us down to NZD CAD. Now, this is the pair that I actually wanted to look at this morning. And we had this box drawn down here. It would be ideal for the break and retest and the deep retracement, right, guys? So if price breaks below the 618 retracement, you get what's called a deep retracement. If it comes off the 50 and bounces up, you're going to get what's called a shallow retracement, meaning that it's going to continue on to make higher highs and higher lows. But since we'll play this out, let's let this play out. Give it a second. Boom. Since this market is played out and come and broken a retest below the 618 retracement, I do believe that we have a deeper retracement coming. And so with that being said, I do want to go mark up NCAD and see NZD, the New Zealand dollar, Canadian dollar. All right, so let's go and exit out of this stuff. Let's go over to my chart and let's start to pull this stuff up. So NZD CAD, I do want to actually look at that first because I did like that setup a lot more than I liked UChef, but it's still an optimal entry. Let's break this down to the 15-minute chart. Let's break this down to some lower time frames. We could definitely be seeing this one more retracement back up. Let's see here with short position. 10 pip stop. 13 pips to the bottom. I do like that quite a bit, but this is just this is looking kind of rough. If we wait it out just a little bit, we could get a better entry. I'd like to see it ideally come back up and retest this so we can get a nice 20 pip move. But it did. It came to the pip and touched this 618 and started to fail off. So I'm actually going to put an alert like halfway in between the 618 retracement and here. I'm just going to add an alert real quick. This was really the entry for this. Let's see how late we are. So it was about 45 minutes ago. So hopefully someone took this markup and got in about 8 pips ago. All right, so I'm actually going to go check out UChef. And then I'm going to go check out some new scans as well. UChef. Ooh, for that sell, everything's converging. Let's go to the hour chart just to see what we were looking at. right off that 1618. Broke retest perfectly to that point. A little bit of a rising wedge. I think I might actually take this trade. Let's go down to the 15-minute. Ooh. I gotta get rid of some of these lines real quick. This is just the markups from yesterday. Playing with my heartstrings a little bit just because we have this fork level, which I'd like to see it come out to. This is what I had yesterday. Ideally waiting for the break and retest. That was my idea yesterday. Hmm. Yeah, 10 pips stop would put us at the top of this last high. But it is converting down at the bottom. I really like this setup. I hope this comes back around. But I think this is going for the long haul here. This is like textbook right here. We'll see though. We'll see. It could push up on these higher time frames. Let's go look at like the 15-minute, the 30-minute. Oh, beautiful. It could very well push up though. I mean, this is about to finish up. I hope it does push up. We get to see that. All right, guys. So the next thing I'm going to go over is harmonic scans. This is a scanner that we use that pulls out algorithms in the market using Fibonacci ratio. And within these ratios, guys, each one of these extensions, like from X to A, is one extension. It is a percentage of the next move, which creates the B and the C and the D leg. And what this market does is it pulls out these numbers, these algorithms, and it makes sure we find perfect entries. So within those entries that we're looking at, these stop losses are extremely large. So what we like to do is take these pairs and we like to shrink this stop loss down because most people think of a stop loss as a loss, and we like to think of it as a profit regulator. The shorter you get the stop loss down, the shorter you have to run into profit to make back the same percent. So it's basically just like using and making and creating all these odds in your favor. And that's the best part about this. So, with that being said, guys, I'm going to go over some scans. and we're gonna look at some new things that have coming through while we've been talking. And we're gonna go look. I think I'm on NZD USD, and I might even have some of these pairs marked up already because we've been marking them up every day. So let's go to NZD pairs here. Let's get rid of some of this stuff as well. NZD USD. All right, it actually looks like I don't have anything on this pair. So let's go to the hour chart. And let's mark this thing out. So I do believe it's this right here. And actually, before I go and do this, I actually want to see how big this is here. It's just barely made the criteria. And actually, that's not even the scan. So this might be too short. Yeah, this is only 40 pips. Probably going to stay away from that scan. Again, only 40 pips. Definitely a smaller scan. Here we go. This is something a little better. AUD NZD. And I feel like I might have tried to mark. Maybe this is the one. Let me go and check. No, no, this is different. Okay. There was one yesterday that I could not get the numbers to line up for the life of me, so I just skipped right over it. All right, so let's go and check this out. Another thing, too, guys, that you can do, and I'm going to do this right now, is for one, get rid of this, get rid of this, boom. So like that. Done, and that should help us quite a bit. Shrink this down. So it's this low here. Or no, it's this low here. Okay, we're on the 4 hour. That's why. Gotcha. Okay, so that makes a lot more sense. 4 hour. So this 4 hour scan, and click here, and I'm actually going to make this blue. All my 4 hour scans are blue, and that's just the color that I use. And it's weird to me because the B point is actually quite off on the scanner. All right, so then I'm going to take a fork, and we're going to go from X to C to D, and that's pretty terrible. But what I'm going to do is just expand this page and zoom in here and get that right. All right. So then the next thing would be is we need to make this brighter and also blue too because it's on the 4 hour. Almost coming up to this quarter level. It's actually touched this quarter level to the pip, but this fork level right here. I might even make this a little brighter so I can see it. I'd like to see it break and retest and then go for the buy. We can use a Fibonacci too. Go from C down to D. And this is actually take profit 1. This is take profit 2. So I'd like to see it break and retest, go for that buy, but then you have the fibs kind of working against you. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go to the 15 minutes just so I want to look at something real quick and see how overextended this is. Oh, hey. All right. But then you have this coming up. Yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to the 1 hour chart, and I'm actually just going to create an alert here so that, let's see. Yeah, that's fine. All right, so we would be looking for this break and retest above this level. Oh, hang on. That's not what I wanted to do. So break and retest above this level. Now, if it does, again, guys, come above the 618 retracement, this level right here, we could see this deep retracement and getting this overextension up to the 1618 level. Also, too, we have this quarter level, so I don't know if I would draw it out that far, but this would be a good take profit up in here. I could definitely see that happening. Having some confluence in here, but I do believe that this would be the real trade right here. So I'm also going to set an alert up here as well. I have a warning in here, but I'm going to actually set alert for the 618 retracement. And that's right at that this level, 104,000. I'm just going to write 0.618. Just so I know that when that comes to that point, that's what I'll be looking for on this pair. I'm actually going to put a note as well. And then I'm just going to publish this idea real quick. So guys, when you guys are doing this stuff, you guys want to keep a trading journal. You can literally just publish these ideas. I'm just going to put, hang on one second, AN trading plan. And then this is going to be just check notes. Harmonic and trend analysis, tags, Forex, and then publish this idea. And this is going to give us a link. And that's all we really need, the link. And then with that link, we can give it to you guys. So I'll give you guys the link for sure. Let me actually do that right now. You guys, that link. You guys are not in these chats, definitely hit me up. You guys can get in these chats for sure. I just want to go back to this pair and see what's going on here. Oh, man. You could see that little retracement up to that point. I would love to see that come back. We'll see. We shall see. All right. So let's go back to the scanner. Let me minimize this for a second. Go back to the scanner. And I'm going to go start to look up some more pairs just to make sure we didn't miss anything. We're on AN, so let me go to GBP. Actually, GBP, I'm going to stay far, far, far away from GBP. Although that was a fire call. Got to give it to Robo Bay for those fire calls, as always. And see. Let's see here what we got. Yeah, so that perfect take profit 2 on harmonic scans is the 618. It was just perfect. That's a textbook right there. But we have that marked up. Actually, do we have that marked up? Let me go make sure. Yeah. All right, so it looks like the rest of these scans are ones that we actually have marked up. So the last thing I'm going to do is just go and scroll through all the pairs that I have, and then we're going to be done with this session. But I just want to make sure. Yeah, it looks like I have all those pairs. If, by the way, you guys noticed that I was using JFX, I would stay far away from JFX. I do believe they're in the process of being sanctioned. So if you guys are with JFX and you're not in the US, I would highly suggest doing some research. I use JFX for the scanner because it is the closest to the brokerage that I use. That's the only reason that I use that. But with that being said, guys, I'm going to go bring this up full screen one more time. And we're going to go from the top and work our way down. This is the last part of this session. If you guys like this session too on YouTube, definitely feel free to hit or smash that follow button and hit the alert so you know when I go live. You'll get an alert to your phone, and it is much easier that way. Unless you guys like being in the groups too as well, depending on what group you're in. This 1618, I almost like this move. Let's go to the 1 minute. I think I looked at this. Yeah, I did look at this. And that's not looking so hot. Hmm. So I know JPY is going through all their crazy stuff right now. Just to put it shortly, guys, I don't know if anybody else has noticed this trend line, but if you guys would like, I do have an alert on this trend line, actually. I'd like to see it cross and break and go for the sell. That's what I would be looking for. But we will see. Looks like we have alerts here right around the 83.23.2 level for this. Ooh. Hmm. Yeah, and so a lot of these we've already gone over, but that's all good. Just keep flipping through them, and we'll get to the end very shortly here. I might even put a small lot size on this. Take some small risk. This is like textbook right here. At least down to this level, another 10 pips. Okay. All right, so we have this 4-hour scan from forever ago. I thought I'd marked this up. Oh, it's JPY. That's why we're not looking at this. JPY. So we have a lot of tentative news coming out today. Definitely probably should stay away from this. Euro GBP, definitely staying away from that. You can also see too that this is the next. I'm actually going to put an alert here at the 65986 level here on Euro NZD. Because if it breaks and retest over this level, you'll have this last. This is actually what in our company is considered like a teacup pattern, where you have a bullish, bearish, and then a lower low. So I'd like to actually see it break that. Or it could break back down into here as well. These are all the GBP pairs. I'm not even going to bother to look at them. Gold broke right through that. All right, guys. So that looks like all the pairs that we have for the morning. It's going to conclude our session here with the New York session. If you guys are new to this session, I am doing these Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday at 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. And then Monday through Wednesday, I'll actually be marking out the chart and then sending those all these things to Facebook for you guys. So we'll be marking up the chart and sending all these to you. So if I see anything coming out today, I'll definitely make sure I send it to these groups. If you're not in these groups, hit me up. I'll get you in them, or get back to the person who brought you here. And with that being said, have an amazing morning or day or night wherever you guys are from. And I hope to see you guys all at the top, because the bottom is way too crowded.